Every project we go into has a group of similarities, but at the same time, every operation has their own unique way of doing things. Customers will have a specific workflow that they want to continue using. Slingshot may have a different approach that isn't going to give them exactly what they had or allow them to do things exactly the way they did previous, but will achieve the same outcome. What my team is really good at is working with the customer, present the options, understand what the objectives the customer has around this specific workflow, and work with them to come to an acceptable outcome that will give them what they need and allow us to keep the project moving forward. Our projects, like most projects, we use a project management methodology. Some of the basic milestones that we have are things like creating baseline estimates, getting estimating standards in the system that allows you to then validate the cost base of the system. Having power users be trained on one of the trips, which then allows them to validate the workflow in their area. Train the end users, and sometimes that can take 1 or 2 trips based on how many modules have been purchased. Again, once we get the end users trained, we want them to go through and do end user validation. One of the things we ask our power users to do is to create standard operating procedures. At the very outset of a project, we provide them with this implementation primer, and it sets up a number of criteria that helps them understand what they need to do to be successful. So from the very start, we're using all of our background and knowledge and history in implementations and giving customers as much of a head start as we can. Once we have the training completed, we have a go-live readiness validation process. And really what the go-live readiness validation process is a prescriptive process that we've set up where customers need to take a job, move it end to end all the way through the different pieces of the workflow until it's shipped and out the door and invoiced. And what we're asking them to do is have each individual in the business look at the pieces of the job in their part of the workflow, and is it flowing perfectly? We give them the tools that help them understand this part's been validated, this part's been validated, oh wait, this part's still not good yet. We need to go back and do some work on this. If a customer follows that process, they're going to be successful. The next thing that we do, about 8 weeks before they're ready to go live, we come on site and do a go live assessment. And really what we're doing is we're taking the customer end to end through their workflow in Slingshot, making sure that all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed.